What is going on, Patreon squad? Back again to go through some of the old school RuneScape updates. Happy to check them out. Last week came at you with a little bit of a video about the RuneLite features that were being adapted to the old school client, and this week we have a follow-up to that. They have officially dropped the first batch of the features, so that's the first part to talk about. There's also something about wilderness changes, which I'm happy to see. I didn't know that that was anything they had posted about recently. I guess it was today, so that's why I haven't heard about it, but I'm interested to take a peek. So far, they said players can't mark tiles at Sire. That's been fixed. Players' clients are crashing. Update your client. Okay, got him. Yeah, nothing really too crazy to see there. In terms of the features, we talked about these before, but this is just kind of them in work. So the opponent information hub, just kind of a basic HP feature, which is good. Nice to have a little bar somewhere that has a better indicator and also shows you the total HP instead of you just taking a guess. The buff bars, I get why they call them buff bars when using time buffs. Okay, I guess. Weird way to word it, but okay. So yeah, those are nice, obviously. I mean, really good for PVM stuff that is just kind of necessary, I guess, at this point. I mean, RuneLite's made it necessary. So stat booster, kind of shown all around. Fishing spot indicators. That's pretty interesting. I actually kind of like that because it has both of them in a pretty organized way. It also shows what you need, which is good. Tile markers, a nice little smiley face. Good stuff. Chambers of Zarek helpers, so they literally just have something that shows you like what it is. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, upon release it was really hard. I don't think they probably anticipated people scouting raids. I don't know why they did or didn't, or how they thought it would go, but I'm guessing they just didn't think people would do it and they would just prepare for a raid and just get what you get. So I mean, that makes sense too. That is kind of OP though. I didn't know if they put that in or what they were going to put in there, so that's really good, I guess. Then chat, some recolors, and then we also have a Kingdom Divided, which has been dropped this week. So a little quest there. Nothing too crazy. Theater of Blood modes. There's also the hard mode. Kind of a lot of stuff lately. I mean, I guess that's just a recap of it all. Clans and then merch. Buy that merch. But yeah, I mean, kind of a lot of stuff that we've been talking about lately. Nothing too jarring to see there, but overall happy with kind of the progression of where they've been going with these updates. And given that they just talked about wilderness changes, I'm even more excited because they really need wilderness changes. I say it all the time, but the wilderness is a vital part of the game, no matter how much people want to believe it is or not. Because if you can, at least have a holistic game where people enjoy different aspects, then they can bounce between them and have fun in different areas. If you just absolutely kill certain segments and just focus on one or two, people are likely to get burnt out and then just leave because they don't have anything else to default to. So, but again, Jagex never has the best wilderness changes. I'm fully anticipating to read this and see nothing at all. So we'll see. General wilderness changes. Long-standing and largely related to balancing. Damn it. Balancing doesn't do anything. No. Okay, well, let's balance this out. Which of the following best describes how often you enter the wilderness? I often go into the wilderness. I rarely go into the wilderness. I don't go into the wilderness. I would have thought I don't go into the wilderness would be a lot higher. I mean, it's probably a lot higher if you don't count like the 1 or 2 times like you might have to go out there for your account or something, like just like diaries or Mage Arena Cape, stuff like that. It'd be a lot higher. So that's interesting. That definitely doesn't describe like how many people actually truly go out there and like PK or anything like that. Okay, there we go. Fighting other players, 23%. Really? See, because if you use that, then, I mean, the 40% and then the 23%, I mean, that's actually like 10% of the player base actually goes out and fights other people, which I still don't even think is true. But PvP people are probably more likely to enter into this pool than the average person, so you gotta take that into account. But yeah, that's kind of weird. I guess completing clue scrolls 45%. Oh my goodness. Money making 4%. That should be so much higher. I guess the bosses are the money. Okay, so I mean, get the same thing. I understand how the wilderness works. 93%. All right. The 7% are getting scammed all day, though. You know that. The wilderness offers a good balance between risk and reward. I agree. I don't think it's bad. Well, not for like player versus player killing, so I guess I disagree in that regard. But I mean, in terms of like what you get from bossing and money making stuff, I think it's fair. I try and fight back. No, I don't. Not at all. I think skull tricking is a problem. No. I mean, no. You can turn off your attack options. Like, it's not a problem. I would spend more time in the wilderness with skull tricking. No, stop it. Hey. They're going to use this to justify nerfing skull tricking, which is just going to take more people out of the wilderness than actually PK, because now they can't make as much money. Which, you know, it is what it is, but, like, ugh. I think organized groups of players have too much of an advantage. Yes, I do agree. I do. It's terrible. I would spend more time in the wilderness if fights were fair for solo players. Yeah, oh man. I actually kind of do like where they're going with this, because it is... I mean, man, I think it is an underlying problem in the wilderness. It's just whenever I'm in a single-way combat, if I get caught by a PK, I'm like, yep, time to just leave. But if it actually was like moderately competitive, I would throw on some declaws. I'd have some ranged weapons. I'd try to fight back, because honestly, fuck them. And, you know, I probably wouldn't be risking too much. So I actually do like where they're going with this. I wasn't there originally, but I am there now. I think the wilderness needs more content added. Yes. When adding new content, the focus should be on endgame, best since no. I'm glad people disagree. Thank you. When adding new content, new skilling activities, maybe. I'd be more for that. Yeah, PvP. Yes, that should be way higher than 83. I don't know why it's why it's not, but whatever. When adding new money making methods, no. I mean, you know, work it in, but no. Bosses need to be reworked. No, I like the safe spot of Venonata's. Come on. New rewards. Don't add new rewards and rework them. Just rework them. Why do you need to add new Puke. Skull tricking. Alright. I mean, do I have to go through all this? I don't think so. They're essentially just stating all of the things they've done in the past to try and change and reduce certain things. Yeah, I mean, they're just going through all of the old stuff that they've done. So basically, Jagex is asking a bunch of questions and saying, hey, we've been trying for a while. Look at all these things we've thought about. And it's like, I mean, man, this looks good, but this is one big blog post, essentially. And that's like them saying, this is what we've done for PvP. And I mean, I get it, you know, put your receipts out there, but yeah, I mean, nothing too much to learn here. I guess it'd be good for like a person that doesn't really know what's going on in the PvP world, but I'm not gonna search through it all. Essentially, Jagex is just saying they've done a lot, so I'll take their word for it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little episode, I guess, of the long continued series. Always enjoy going through the updates with you guys, and it definitely keeps me more informed for videos and streams and whatnot, and I can answer other people's questions. So love to talk through it. Hopefully you guys have a good week and I guess weekend, and adios.